Welcome to the Eagle News. Lunch today will be baked ziti and breadsticks. Guest speaker, Mr. Johnson, yay. Following with an interview with Miss Winslow, our reading coach.
Hello Eagles and welcome to Eagle News here with Mr. J. It is Monday, November 3rd. We missed the birthdays on Friday and over the weekend, so I want to give those students a shout out. So Andell McKee and Janelle Smith, happy birthday on Friday. And then over the weekend we had Abigail Lambert, Hudson O'Sullivan, and Cassie Fanelson. Happy birthday over the weekend. And then today, happy birthday to Brinley Williams. We're going to jump right into house to discuss what happened last week during our house meetings. Sportsmanship still stays where it is, which is phenomenal even with the intense competition that is taking place. This is the house standings that took place as we entered into our house meeting and on Friday. Mudita was in first place, Julie in second, Duende in third, and Kefi in last place. This is what the dashboard looked like last week. We had forgiveness in Duende, which is now gone. Julia had the immortality, which is gone, the regenerate, which is gone, the invisibility for Medita had is gone, and the super magnet that they sucked from Julia, we'll talk about, that is gone as well. So we're going to begin with House Medita because they were in the lead. So every single house, congratulations, had 2 bonus spins for meeting our house goal, which was simply making sure that Fun Friday and during recess we were being appropriate and having good behavior. As you can see the levels of Eagle Magic that each house had received. The only difference here is that Kefi actually only received a level 1 Eagle Magic and not a level 2 that it states. And then House Mudita, you were able to steal either Eagle Magic or Wings of Fire from Julia, whichever one was higher. Since they both were the same level, they decided to take our Wings of Fire. So let's jump right into it. House Mudita, I'm going to go really quickly here. They did not have the most hearts. They didn't get 100 points. They did not have any hearts over 50 points or over 10, so they do not get 50 additional points there. There are 2 bonus spins. They got a +5 and a +15, so a total of 20 house points came from their bonus house spins. When you take a look at their Eagle Magic, they landed on Potion, Forgiveness, Flame, Rotten Egg, and Immortality. House Mudita decided not to go with Potion, so they scratched that one out completely. So that means they went with Forgiveness, which means they're going to keep the Forgiveness on week number 2. So next week, Forgiveness will come in play, which means they cannot lose any hearts. The Flame means that they will double their house points, and they decided to go for week number 1 this week. They decided to double all of their points that they earn. And then Rotten Egg simply means that all the other houses, if we lose any hearts, we also lose 50 house points. And Immortality means regardless of what happens these next 2 weeks, they are guaranteed level 4 Eagle Magic and level 4 Wings of Fire. And the Rotten Egg, they decided to put that on everybody for week number 1. Now when we take a look at their Wings of Fire, they did be able to steal House Julia. So when they did theirs, they earned 25 house points, and then from House Julia's, they landed on Alliance. Alliance simply means that they get to choose one other house. The house that they choose, they get to copy their bonus house points. They get to copy at least one of their Eagle Magic powers, and they also get to copy their Wings of Fire. They chose Duende, so we'll get to that in just a second. So let's go to House Julia. House Julia, here is what happened to them. They did not have the most hearts, so no 100 points. They didn't have any hearts over 10, so no 50 points there. From the bonus spin, they did have 2 spins, so they landed on 107, which gave them 170 points. Then Nadia Ellis, congratulations Nadia Ellis. She's a proud member of House Julia. She earned a Sora Award last week, and her prize was a bonus house spin. She came and spun and unfortunately landed on 0 points. But then House Julia, we had the regenerator, which we forgot about it, so I applied the regenerator later once Nadia was not there, and I spun for you, Nadia, so it wasn't 0, Nadia. We're actually going to get 45 house points from her spin, so congratulations. We take a look at the Eagle Magic for House Julia. They landed on Levitation, Bulldozer, Eagle Claws, Forgiveness, and Immortality. They decided not to go for Bulldozer, and instead we went for Levitation. Unfortunately, we ran out of time at this house meeting, so that Levitation spin is going to go till our next meeting, which simply means we spin the wheel. If we land on yes, we get to spin again for a chance for 100 points as long as we land on blue. If we don't land on blue, we get 25 and the other house gets 25 house points. But if we don't land on yes, we land on no, then nothing actually happens. For Eagle Claws, which means we get to choose one other house, and the house that we choose, they're going to lose double the amount of hearts every time. Unfortunately, Mudita, that is going to be you. And then forgiveness, which simply means that we are forgiven. We do not lose any hearts. And we decided to go for week number 2 for forgiveness and immortality, regardless of what happens these next 2 weeks. We are guaranteed level 4 Eagle Magic and level 4 of Wings of Fire. We did not have any Wings of Fire because House Mudita, you stole that from us. Now we jump to House Duende. House Duende, they did have the most hearts, so congratulations. They earned 100 house points. And they did have 4 hearts that were over 10. So that's 50 points per. That's 200 more points. Congratulations, House Duende. And through their bonus house spins, they got 2 spins. They only landed on 10 points, but that's a lot of points that they landed on. When we go to their Eagle Magic, they landed on Royal Key. So a Royal Key simply means you get another spin and you get all of those powers. You do not have to choose. So they got Teleport. Teleport means they're going to give it to a house. Whatever house they give it to, that house unfortunately is going to reduce their Eagle Magic and their Wings of Fire down by 1 level next time, and that's going to be House Mudita. Eagle Claws, whichever house gets this, you lose double the amount of hearts, and that's going to be House Julia. Immortality, regardless of what happens this week and next week, they are guaranteed level 4 Eagle Magic and level 4 Wings of Fire. Awesome job to Duende. And then, and then Sonic, they get to look at the house points at the end of every week, and if they are within 50 points of them, they're going to Sonic forward 100 points. And the last thing there was an alliance, and they chose Keffi. So whatever Keffi got for the bonus spins, they get to choose one of their Eagle Magic powers, and they get to copy their Wings of Fire. Their Wings of Fire for House Duende, they landed on 75 house points. Now let's go back to Mudita because they said that they wanted an alliance with House Duende. So we take a look and they get to copy. They copied their house points, got 10 points. They decided they looked at their powers, their house leader said, and they decided to choose Eagle Claws, which simply means that house will lose double the amount of hearts when they lose it, and that was given to House Julia. And they copied the Wings of Fire, which is 75 house points. But not only does Mudita do that, Duende also gets to copy Mudita, and they took 20 house points. They took a Flame, which means that they're going to get double the amount of house points for a week, and they chose this week that they're going to get that. And then they also stole their Wings of Fire since it was double. They get both of them, 25 house points and the alliance, and then Duende decided, you know what? I want to go for Julia for the alliance. So then Julia, they get to copy the 170 points that they received. They decided to take the bulldozer that House Julia didn't even want. They chose it and decided to get rid of Mudita's immortality. Unfortunately, there were no Wings of Fire. But then Julia gets to go because not only do they get the Duende gets to choose them, but they get to choose them. Woo! Then that's 10 points they receive. They got an alliance, and they chose House Mudita for an alliance, and they get to steal their 75 house points. Now with that Mudita, they get their 20 house points. They decided to go with Flame for week number 1. Wings of Fire, they got 25 house points and another alliance. So they chose House Keffi on that alliance. But let's go back here to Mudita because Mudita's got to take a look at House Julia, and they get their 170 points. They took immortality back, even though Duende decided to take it away, and there were no Wings of Fire. But then we go back to Julia because they decided to do an alliance with House Keffi. They get their 75 house points. They also got Power of Levitation. In a second, you're going to see the Wings of Fire that they actually land on Skull, and they didn't receive anything. But Keffi gets to also get something of Julia. So Keffi, you got 170 points. You decided to take our immortality. So regardless of whatever happens these next 2 weeks, you're getting level 4 of Eagle Magic and level 4 Wings of Fire. And unfortunately, Julia did not have any Wings of Fire. Woo! And then last but not least is House Keffi. House Keffi did not have the most hearts, no points there. They did not have any hearts over 10, so they get no bonus there. They did get 2 spins, which was a 70 and a 5, which is 75 house points. From their Eagle Magic, they only got 2 powers. They landed on Levitation and Stake. They decided not to go with Levitation, instead went Stake. Stake simply means that instead of me taking a heart, I'm going to take the Stake. It's only a one-time use. They did get Wings of Fire, but when they spun it, they landed on the Skull, so nothing happened for them right there. But we go back one more time. House Duende also said Keffi on there, so they got to steal their 75 house points. They decided to go for the Stake, so same thing Duende. If you lose a heart, we're going to take the Stake instead, and of course Wings of Fire was there. And then Duende, you got to copy Keffi got to copy Duende, which means he got 10 house points. They went with Forgiveness for week number 1 and got 75 house points. That's a lot. Let's summarize it up real quickly. As you can see, House Duende, all houses are at 10 hearts. Duende, you have a forgiveness this week, so which means you cannot lose any hearts, but you also have a rotten egg. So if you do lose a heart, which you can't lose a heart, it's going to be 50 house points, but you do have a stake. That stake is going to protect you from losing any of them on there. House Kefi, and you have immortality. All houses have immortality, so regardless of what happens, but you don't want to lose all of your hearts, because you lose all of your hearts, it means you're going to give 100 house points to every other house, and every other house is going to receive a heart from it. House Kefi, immortality, rotten egg, you got forgiveness this week. The stake is there as well. Mudita's got immortality, but Mudita, you have the eagle clause. So if you lose a heart, you're losing double the hearts. Julia has rotten egg, immortality, and also eagle clause this week. We look at the dashboard of the laws taking place. You can see immortalities across every single house. Rotten eggs are on Duende, Kefi, and on Julia. Stake is on Duende and Kefi, but Duende, you also have Sonic. So at the end of every week, we're going to take a look. If you're within 50 points in front or behind anybody, I'm going to Sonic you forward 100 points. There are some flames. So there's a flame on Duende, there's a flame on Julia, and a flame on Mudita, which simply says that they are going to get their points doubled, and they're all going to do it this week. House Mudita, you have an eagle clause this week, but House Julia, you have eagle clause this week and next week, so that means anytime you lose a heart, you're going to lose double the amount of hearts. Mudita, you have a forgiveness, but you decided to use that forgiveness next week. Julia is going to use that forgiveness next week, and Duende, you have one, but you're using it this week on there. And then last but not least, we have Julia. You have 2 levitation powers there that you're going to spin for at your next time. Our goal is going to be behavior with a substitute. It's going to take place this week and next week. If you can do it for 2 weeks in a row, you get 2 spins. If you do only one of those 2 weeks, you get 1 spin. If you can't do any of those weeks, you receive 0 spins on them. So we're going to be talking to substitutes and talking to teachers to see if we can actually make that take place. All of the points moving forward for Wings of Fire have shot up. And if you want to get level 4 of Wings of Fire, you must get at least 2,750 points in these next 2 weeks in order to receive level 4 of Eagle Magic. Students, make it a great day. The choice is yours. We love you, and leave a legacy.
Hi Eagles, I'm Pippa Powell, and I'm here with Miss Winslow today. Before I start, I just want to thank you for taking the time out of your day. Well, let's get started. Starting off, what job do you do here at Westside Best Side, and what does that job do?
My job here at Westside is the reading coach, and I work with teachers in different capacities to help them be successful teachers in their classrooms with their students.
What is your favorite part about your job?
My favorite part about my job is actually being in the classroom and modeling lessons and teaching, something that I haven't been able to do in a few years.
How long have you been teaching for?
This is my 8th year teaching in education.
Wow, that's long. How long have you been teaching at Westside?
This is my 1st year teaching or being the reading coach at Westside.
Are you going to keep going at Westside?
Yeah, I love being here.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
When people do not show up on time to a scheduled meeting, or especially when they don't show up on time and don't let you know ahead of time.
That sounds very agitating. Are there any other jobs you would consider doing instead of teaching?
One other job that I would consider doing instead of teaching is owning my own clothing boutique.
Sounds fun. What is a typical day like here at Westside?
A typical day for me at Westside can be very busy. Some days it includes planning with teachers on their lessons for the upcoming week. Sometimes it's meetings with other reading coaches, or sometimes it's being in classrooms observing or modeling.
Sounds too busy for me. Do you have any favorite quote, joke, or riddle?
Do what you love and love what you do.
That's a really good quote. Well, that is it. Thank you again. I am Pippa Powell, and have a great day, Eagles. And remember, leave a legacy.
Weather today will be 65 Fahrenheit, mostly sunny skies. Joke, where do monsters buy their cookies?
Where?
Girl Scouts. Bye, Eagles. Have a spectacular day. Bye.
Bye.